Hey Table Tennis Junkies, I've got a special episode planned for you this week. We're going to be going over my top 5 tips to get you back into shape if you've been taking time off and haven't played for a while, whether that be because of COVID-19 or maybe you've been on vacation or if you just haven't played for any other reason. These are tips that I've used in the past and I'm actually currently using them to help myself get back into shape after all of the COVID shutdowns. Let's get right into it. Tip number 5, don't go too hard on your shots. It's really easy to injure yourself after coming off of a long break, and the number one injury in table tennis is actually in the shoulder. So if you're swinging really hard, it's pretty easy to injure what's already pretty susceptible to injury in your shoulder. So take it easy, get back into the game, and don't go too hard on your shots. Tip number 4, don't play matches right away. It's very easy to pick up bad habits if you haven't played table tennis in a while, and one way to do that is by playing matches before you're really ready. So when you're playing a match, you're usually focused on winning, and if you're kind of rusty, bad habits will slip in and kind of stick around. So if you want to play matches, you can, but focus more on technique and not so much on winning and losing. Tip number 3, stretch and warm up. I'm actually pretty terrible at stretching, but if I haven't played for a while, I make sure to do it. Stretching is one of those things where if you don't do it, you might get injured and you think like, what the heck was I thinking? I should have stretched, I should have warmed up. And if you do stretch, you're a lot less likely to get injured and you don't really see the benefit of it. But just do it. It's one of those things, it's just, you'll be happy you did it at the end. Tip number 2, keep your strokes short and concise. When I come back from a long break or even a short one thing I always like to do is shorten my strokes. I never like to have any wasted motion in my strokes anyway, but with a shorter stroke, it'll help you with your accuracy, it'll help prevent some injuries, and it'll help you get your game back much quicker. Tip number 1, focus on your fundamentals and your technique. This is my number 1 tip for several reasons. Focusing on your technique and your fundamentals will help prevent bad habits from forming. It'll also help get you back into shape so you don't injure yourself. Fundamentals often get overlooked when we're hitting all the time, so if you're coming back from a long break or the COVID break, take the time to just reassess and refocus on your fundamentals. A quick example of how you can apply this is if you're used to doing forehand counter drives for 2 minutes before moving on to looping or drills, instead do it for 5 minutes. And while you're doing that, focus on the mechanics of your stroke, think about the placement, making sure you're hitting it into the corners. These are all really good things to work on. That's all for this week's video. Don't forget to like it and subscribe. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section and I'll get back to you. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next week.